Tim?
Yes, I am.
Okay. We'll do the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
Allegiance to the
to the
flag
flag
to the United
of the
States of
United
America,
States of America, and to the
republic
republic
for which it
for which it
stands,
stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God, indivisible,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me,
Oh.
Supervisor. Trustee Morgan is trying to join the meeting, has asked that we pause for one moment.
Okay.
Mr. Supervisor,
Yes, Rob.
so I've got a commitment at 7 o'clock in another community in front of the planning commission tonight. So at about 6:15, I'm gonna close down here and I'll listen on my phone. So if there's any questions when we get started about any legal procedures, I'd like to try and address those first. I doubt it, because most of everybody that's been here has dealt with this in the past, but if there is anything, just ask me and we'll get that off the table first, if that's okay.
That's okay. Thank you, Rob.
How are we coming, Michelle, with Peggy being on?
She is on now.
Oh, there we go. Okay, good.
Can you hear us, Peggy?
We cannot hear you, Peggy. Still says connecting to audio. Okay, now.
There we go.
I just unmuted your mic there.
Okay, there I go.
Okay. All
Sorry,
right, so
everybody else on there.
I'll do roll call. Trustee Morgan,
Here,
Trustee Rush,
Here, Wayne County, Sumpter Township.
Trustee Addy,
Here, Wayne County, Sumpter Township.
Trustee Laporte,
Here, Sumpter Township, Michigan.
Clerk Hurst, Wayne County, Sumpter Township, Supervisor Bowman.
Here, Wayne County, Sumpter Township.
Okay.
Okay, 3, approve agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Or
In motion and supported. Roll call. Trustee Rush,
Yes,
trustee Morgan,
Yes.
trustee Addie,
yes,
trustee Laporte,
Yes.
clerk Hurst, yes, supervisor Bowman.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, moving on. Public comment on agenda items only.
Here's what I found on the web.
Okay, moving on. New business. Okay, consider discussion or an appointment of Sumpter Township Treasurer.
Can I have a few questions for you. If I may, Chair.
Go ahead, Peggy.
Can I ask why this is even taking place tonight rather than the way that this clerk put it on the agenda for the next board meeting?
It was obviously changed. Till tonight,
know it was
so we can
changed.
take care of business.
Why is it, my question to you, Mr. Bowman, is why is it of urgency to get this done tonight rather than to wait till the regular board meeting next week?
Because it's been going on, Peggy, for some time now. If you look back, I mean, Jim was really ill in the hospital 30 days ago, and we need to take care of it.
Well, my thing is Tony is still alive and Tony was at work on Monday and the office is running. So nothing's changed between now and nothing's going to change in 6 more days why can't we wait until then? Out of respect for an office that was filled by a man that dedicated his time to this township for many years. He's been, he was our first ordinance officer that wrote the first ordinance. This is just really disrespectful to.
No, it's not disrespectful. We paid our respects to Jim. Okay, we took time out to respect him. To our condolences. We need to get this done, Peggy, and that's the end of it.
Shame on this board for doing this to her. Tony doesn't deserve this.
Okay, Peggy. Thank
Why
you.
am I cut off? I have the right to speak, Supervisor. May I?
Go ahead, Peggy.
Okay. My whole thing is Jim served the Planning Commission, the ZBA. He was our ordinance officer. He was a standing member on this board till his passing. Tony was a supervisor of this township. There was nobody from the board or nobody from the supervisor's office on behalf of Sumpter Township's residents at the church. He was not laid out. We did not have any police officer. The only one we had there was our chaplain from the fire department, Rhonda Overman. And I think that this is a crying, disgusting smack in the face to the Clark family, to the Huffman family, to all.
Chair, I'd like to call.
Chair, point of order.
No, there's no point of order.
Yes, there is. Point of order.
I'll second
Mr.
that.
Supervisor,
Chair, if I
I
could
do
finish-
have the
second
floor.
that.
Point of order. Chair, you need to let Matt or me speak right now.
I do have the floor.
Chair,
No, you don't.
We call the point of order, Peggy. Let's go ahead, Tim.
Chair, if I could
Okay.
go first. I think,
Wow.
Tim,
Yeah.
if I could go first.
Chair, let Matt Addy go first, please.
Go ahead, Matt.
Chair, I would, like to say that, it's unfortunate that Ms. Morgan has taken this opportunity to again try to disparage this board. I take offense to anybody telling me how I as a person, should show respect to Mr. Clark or his family, which I did personally. And I take offense to it for her to come on here and badmouth this board again on her opinion. And all of a sudden, she's the righteous moral standard to tell everybody else on this board how they should have respected Jim Clark or Tony Clark. I paid my respects. I gave my condolences. And to have anybody come on here and tell me that I did wrong by anybody because they don't approve of how I chose to do my condolences and show mourning to the family is just, it's just unacceptable. It's just, again, Miss Morgan taking the opportunity of a board meeting to berate and bash board members, and it's just not appreciated.
Chair,
Go ahead, Tim.
and you know, the public needs to be aware right now. The treasurer's office has been a turnstile for over 4 years of experiments and training. We have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars reconciling that office. We just started an audit. Post Smythe and Luss and Carrie Ford. I talked to her in the township hall the other day. She's costing us $160 an hour to get the audit ready. We need proper people in place to get the job done for the residents of the township. We cannot wait till next week or the following week. The clock is ticking, and I mean, it's no disrespect to the Clark family or Jim. The guy was, I love the guy. I mean, he did so much for me when I moved into this township 32 years ago. This is about what's doing right for the township, period. I mean, you know, we're here to manage the township and save money when we can. And the clock's ticking, Peggy. $160 an hour. We have to move now. Back to Chair.
Thank you, Tim.
Chair, if I may just give one more statement, and then I'll be quiet about this. May I?
I think we ought to move on, Peggy. On to the appointment of this Sumpter Township Treasurer.
Chair, I'd like to make a recommendation to appoint Vincent Warren to the position of treasurer.
I'll second that.
Been motion and seconded. I'll do a roll call vote. Trustee Morgan,
No.
trustee Rush,
Yes.
trustee Addy,
Yes.
trustee Laporte,
Yes.
clerk Hurst, yes. Supervisor Bowman,
Yes.
motion carried.
Okay, open floor.
Supervisor, we do not have any requests for public speaking at this time.
Okay, move on.
I'll
Adjournment.
make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Chair,
Go
trustee
ahead.
Addy,
Go ahead.
Trustee Rush has a motion, but before it gets seconded, I would like to say that, again, condolences to the Clark's family. I agree with, your assessment. We need
Yes.
we need to take care of the township at this point and move forward. And God bless their family, and I hope things, move forward for them appropriately. I'll second your motion, Tim.
Agreed.
Been motion and seconded to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Shame